Welcome to Confessions of a Nomad, and today I wanted to share one of the most embarrassing things that happened to me in business. So we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship, and let's dive right into it. So one of the biggest regrets that I have in business, and this is deep too, because oftentimes you get started with a venture and you just keep on going. Why? It's making money, and if something's making you money, then why stop? That's oftentimes what happens, and before you realize what you've been up to, years passed, and you're like, maybe I could have done things differently. Maybe I should have gotten started with a different business model where I have more control, where I have more assets, where I can create assets that I can own personally. And so oftentimes we don't really have that longevity thinking in mind, where we know, hey, this is actually a much better mousetrap than what I'm currently working on. And what I'm talking about here is doing affiliate marketing for too long. Let me tell you this, there's nothing wrong with affiliate marketing. You can make a lot of money with affiliate marketing. I made lots of money with affiliate marketing. Some days I made $3,000, $4,000, a lot of money. And that's already like 10 years ago. So that's a lot more money today. Today that's like probably $5,000 to $7,000 or $5,000 to $6,000. It's a lot more money today. And because the money was so good, I just kept going because I felt like, if something's working, stay on it. That was my mentality. And I always thought to myself that I'm a skilled marketer, and I know I am, because if not, I would not be able to make any money at all. And so I always knew that I had this interest in marketing, like a keen desire to improve myself and a keen desire to figure out how people think. And this is really what it's all about. If you can figure out what drives people in any given category, you can be very successful at business, at your business model. And to me, that was always natural. It just was easy for me to do that because I love engaging with people and I love figuring out what encourages people to do something. And I always wanted to learn about people's problems, how I can solve those problems, and I think that's why I have done very well in business. However, talking about affiliate marketing, affiliate marketing is fantastic. It's easy because you don't have to create the product, you don't have to create the product pages, you don't need to handle, for instance, customer support, you don't need to handle order fulfillment, nothing. This is all done by the advertiser, the product owner, the service owner, whoever. You handle the traffic, okay? You handle the sales funnel, okay? The landing pages, and like I said, the traffic. So those two things are your responsibility, but the rest is typically on the advertiser. However, it's like affiliate marketing, just like anything else, it takes a lot of effort, okay? You've got to figure out a profitable advertisement method, and that can be sometimes difficult because you need to have a budget. You need to start testing, and you need to start trying different things. You need to go on to different platforms, advertise on there, know about the policies, know about how to target people, what they accept, what not, and it takes a lot of testing. It really does take a lot of testing. But to me, that was always pretty easy to do. I always loved figuring things out. It's a natural talent that I have. I think I'm just a very curious person. And that really, stood in my favor for a long time, and still, is in my favor today. However, if I consider all the amount of time, energy, knowledge I put into affiliate marketing, making other people rich, I made good money myself. I had a great time, savings, assets, great. However, had I created my own products, had I created my own services, and had I put 100% of my effort into marketing those products and services that I own personally, I would have a lot more money now, And the problem with affiliate marketing is that, yes, you can build a list, right? You can send people to an opt-in page, and then you can do affiliate marketing via email marketing. This is nothing new. So if you're online and you know what I'm talking about, you know that this is part of it, or it can be part of it. But sometimes you don't really have a landing page where you pick up the information of those people, so you send people straight to the offer page. And that's where traffic gets diluted, drastically diluted to the point where you're losing too much juice. And I had that same problem in some categories where I was able to generate a lot of traffic. And there were a number of reasons for that. The advertiser that didn't allow us to do email marketing based on the tracking they had in place, they were able to figure it out anyway. So we did not go down this path because we didn't want to break any advertising policies, which we didn't. So we ended up sending the traffic straight to their offer. And we made good money. We made thousands of dollars a day for a good amount of time. And there were always things needs to like optimize and tweak, and I don't want to go too detailed into the process because I don't want to bore you with this. If you're not into marketing, if you're not into like selling stuff, you may not be interested in hearing that. But anyway, the lesson here, the key takeaway is to focus on building an asset. And focus on building like your own list. And your own list in marketing, it loses roughly 20% of its value every year. You know, it depreciates over time. Let's say you have 100,000 people on your list. And let's say you don't spend a single dollar more on advertising, or let's say you don't generate a new subscriber in over a year. I mean, this is like a very extreme example, but anyway, just to like showcase you how the quality and the value of the email list, you know, depreciates over time. If you have 100,000 people, then you basically lose like 20% of them within the first year at a very minimum. Why? People unsubscribe. There are people that are getting into new categories. There are people that are purchasing from other companies, you know, from your competition. Then there's also another factor here. The fact that you're not growing your list always leads to your list becoming worth less over time. If you keep on building your list, if you keep spending money on advertising to continually be growing your list, then that's a whole other story. But anyway, just to stay at the same level, your list would need to increase by about 20%. It's just Mother Nature. And depending on the category, the numbers may actually be much higher than 20%. Maybe you have to increase your list by 30 to 50% just to stay even, you know, where you were the year before. That's something to consider, right? So what you want to be doing, and this is a big business lesson. It's a big confession of mine where I'm like, I have sold my own services before. I have had my own coaching programs, and I still do, but now it's more like on a request basis. So in fact, on this channel, some of you guys, I am receiving emails, can you teach me how to make money selling services? You know, people are actually requesting these programs, these coaching programs, without me advertising them. And sometimes I tell people, you know, if it's a very like busy period where I'm in a new country, I'm building a team, I'm like, I just don't have the time, I'm sorry, I can't help you. And sometimes people come at the right time and I help them. And I just offer it, not because I'm out there advertising it. And at some point I considered offering a coaching program, but not at the point where I'm like, maybe if I can find someone to join who has the time to do it, because I myself, I can't handle all of this. And so it does take the right people, and I'm very careful selecting people for our teams. I'm very careful, and I do my due diligence as much as banks do their due diligence, because I have to. My advice to you is, and like I said, this is one of my biggest confessions ever. My advice to you is focus on building something for the long term. Focus building on an asset. Build an asset. Build something that will make you money for a decade to come. I know you can say, oh, why not decades to come? Well, because you don't know. You know, there's so much uncertainty surrounding a business where you just don't know how long this business model will last, could last, is going to last. You don't know that. That's why I'm advocating you to start building a list, start building a customer base in whatever category you may be in. Focus on becoming the best possible version of yourself that you can be, and focus on just providing as much value as you possibly can. Focus on being as qualitative as you can be. If you can be the highest quality mentor, you know, in this specific area, right? If you can be the best at this, if you can provide the most value, if you can do the most, you know, if you can build the right team in this category, then you can excel, you know, to a level beyond imagination. Well, affiliate marketing is a fantastic way to make money. It is maybe not the best way to make money in the long term. And oftentimes also the lack of transparency that comes with affiliate marketing is not something you should get accustomed to for the long term. There's another key lesson that I want to share with you. No matter how much money you may make in your business, make sure to save as much as possible, and make sure to invest as much as possible back into your business. Invest as much as you can into growing your business. You know, this is like the number one thing that you want to be doing. And also always be appreciative of what you have achieved. Be grateful. You know, what is your biggest business or work confession? We'd love to hear from you. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button now. And if you really want to help out this channel, I'd appreciate if you hit the thanks button and donated some money. You don't have to do that, but if you did, it would really help us out, because as you know, videos take time and money to create, so it would be greatly appreciated if you would donate some money, but you don't have to do it. Thank you for watching Nomad Elite. We appreciate you, and we see you on the next video.